3, 2, 1 and something? The remote.
It's been live the whole time.
Oh my gosh, I was about to go in full conversation.
Hilarious.
So random.
My stomach was out.
My stomach was out.
Dang, bro, what the world?
Yeah, so like I was saying.
Yes, we was deep in intellectual conversation this whole time.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, back on the phone. You know,
Oh, it's
iPhone
smudgy.
apparently is much better than real full-fledged cameras. The Canon did not do what it was supposed to do.
It's dark. What's happening?
Bruh, we're moving in real time. Jeez.
Angle the light. The light needs to be angled.
Oh, we are good. We're fine. We're smooth. Yeah, we're beautiful.
You see
I just need
it's probably because this is not even pointing us.
I just need
I gotta get up. Oh, you got
a haircut. That's all that is. Yeah, just a little.
Turn the actual light itself. Yeah.
Yeah, that should put. Oh yeah. Your face is good now. Yeah, your face is good.
There we go.
W melanin. All right, looks perfect, sounds perfect.
Okay.
Oh, my beefy buns straight in the middle of the camera.
Ew.
Oh no.
That's disgusting.
Oh,
I'm glad I wasn't looking.
Dang, this got X-rated so fast. Oh, this is for the kids. I'm so sorry. Oh, thank you, Kevin, for the assessment. Yes, W iPhone, because who cares about equipment? Yeah, okay. So, like I was saying for like the third time, you have been gone for the last 2 weeks, and I'm not gonna lie to you. We're gonna third take. My mama came in, gave her a great story about the hood of hoods to corporate successes, you know. Shut it down. Bryce and Chrissy came in, told their stories a little bit. Mindset shift, shut it down. Inspiration, motivation, all the Asians. And you are now back with all the pressure on you. I'm talking about, this is like playoffs. You thought you was somebody. You averaged 30 your rookie year. Your numbers was nice. Everything started with you. But you back off the injury list. Your backups went crazy. Coach really trying to figure out, is you still going to start? Go.
Like Tyreek Evans.
That's such a random reference. Bro, didn't he get booted after rookie year? Done deal?
Yeah, it's over.
Oh, so you're done. This is your last episode?
No.
This is supposed to be your moment to figure everything out.
I don't know what's happening. What's happening now?
Oh, man.
I'm just here.
Wow, okay.
This is the filler episodes.
What up, Steve? Leonard. Leonard is what I said. Yeah. So Jamil brought this Canon in here, thinking that, you know, it was gonna be all super nice and official. We thought we had a cool setup and stuff.
It was cool.
And, you know, look, it does look pretty official. Hopefully you can see that. You know, it looks like a real deal setup for sure, but we was looking like Go-Go Power Rangers in the 90s. Bruh, like Nickelodeon shows when they first came out.
And all the girls wear 5 T-shirts of different colors.
Yeah, bruh.
With the beads in their head.
Yeah, it was not looking good.
Oh my gosh.
But, you know, we switched back to the phone. Everything's perfect
cool in
again.
1998.
Yeah, so we're good now. Biggest thing, this segment today is gonna kind of be like no excuses part two. Um, because there is something to Bazz here that I do strongly appreciate that I want to talk about today. Um, that goes into his own story in a sense. So I'm gonna just throw this right at him without any prior expectations of anything, and we're gonna see how it goes. So no excuses part two. Where were you born?
I was born in Venezuela.
In Venezuela. Okay.
Okay, so I'm from Brooklyn.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Thanks for letting the show flow, you know.
Right.
Okay, so he's from Brooklyn, New York, you know. Stand up BK, you know, I don't know.
Is this what everybody else went through?
I'm not from New
We're
York.
not making excuses.
Oh, yeah, when
I
you
was
were
watching.
when you were gone, you weren't watching.
I was, but I just missed the first part.
Yeah, imagine being part of a show you don't even watch it.
I don't watch.
You know, at
I
least
watch my own show.
the rookies when they're injured, you know, they sit on the bench so they can see what's going on or whatever, you know. But that is fair though. The shows that he's been on, he doesn't actually watch. I know this for a fact because I asked him, and he was like, "Oh yeah, like it aired 3 weeks ago. I don't know." I'm like, "Well, I would have wanted to watch that, but you know, I guess nobody cares."
Look at it be traded like John Morant.
Like
Just ask the coaching staff.
Yeah, just
That's what he said. Just ask the coaching staff.
Just ask the coaching staff. But no, yeah, that is real. He does not market himself at all or say anything or even just want his loved ones to support him. So yeah, his shows just air and nobody knows. And I just randomly will see him in the commercial, be like, wait why you ain't tell me? Oh yeah, I did that like 2 months ago. Yeah, it was cool. Whatever. Anyway, so Brooklyn, what do you remember from Brooklyn? When did you move from Brooklyn?
Yeah, like I was 13, I think.
13 when you moved?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I was 12, 13, 14, 13, yeah.
Okay, so let's paint a little picture here. What was Brooklyn like?
Everything was gray.
Everything was gray. You don't remember?
No, like literally gray.
Oh, just concrete jungle for sure.
Literally gray.
You don't remember trees?
No, there weren't no trees. There were no flowers. There was some graffiti that brought some color into, but everything was gray.
Okay.
What I remember, gray and brown.
Just gray and brown all the way through school.
Yeah. And I know that because when I went back, like 10 years after, and I'm like, what is all this colors, bro? So I knew it was just gray. I just remember every place that I used to walk, that I used to go to, literally. Every place that I went to when I was a kid was so colorful, and they painted this and that, and flowers are here and there, and rooftop buildings that I used to remember, knockdowns.
Sounds more like gentrification.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
We just couldn't use the word.
I mean, that's what it was. Because when I remember going, of course, you don't know because that's what you're born and raised into. But I mean, it was cool growing up. When I went back, that's when I realized everything was gray. There's just a lot of color now that I don't remember.
Okay.
And I have a pretty good memory. It was all gray.
So take me kind of there with you if I can. Like, it's you, Mama had came into the States. I remember you talked about that. She spoke a little Creole at a McDonald's, got her job, started rolling. Mm-hmm. Of course, you came along at a certain point. Mm-hmm. You started to kind of gain consciousness eventually to life. Do you remember that first memory in Brooklyn?
Um, I think my first memory. I'm not sure. I'm in between a few memories, but I just remember us just mobbing the streets just because we didn't have a car. I remember her. We had to run across a few streets to get a taxi, or a dollar cab, because we had dollar cabs and taxis. So we hit a dollar cab, and it was just a random Jamaican in a van. They used to just carry people. But yeah,
So
I
you had
remember.
your endurance, your heart
Yeah,
actually finally
I remember us
pounding,
running across the
made you
traffic
wake up
to
like,
hit the.
oh my
Yeah,
gosh, where am I? Okay, we're
yeah.
running.
I remember running across the street of high traffic to catch that dollar van. I was waving across the street like, "Come on, man, I'm about to pull off. Let's go!" And then we was running. And that's pretty much life, just concrete jungle for real. Moving through the city. Um, I remember I grew up on 34th, um, and where I grew up, I remember where we stayed. In hindsight, I didn't understand. I didn't know that this was just a regular apartment. It was like a 2-bedroom apartment, and the way the apartments are set up in New York, where most of that I've been in, some are different, but most that I've been in, you have bedroom on one side, hallway, kitchen, whatever in the middle, and then bedroom on the other side. Okay, if it's like a 2-bed.
Like kind of like a roommate setup.
Yeah, like a dorm setup.
Right.
Right. In hindsight, of course, moving here, I realized that's a regular apartment for like the South. Everybody that's down, that's an apartment, but up there, that's a 2-family apartment. That's in hindsight.
Duplex apartments.
Yeah, apartment, right? Legit, like one toilet, one kitchen.
Actually, that's not even a
everything.
duplex because at least they had their own kitchen.
Yeah,
and bathroom.
it was shared everything except for the room. And we had no idea who they were. We didn't know them at all. I think there was like associates. I mean,
Okay.
they knew of each other, but no back and forth conversation, nothing. Didn't know them for real.
Somebody in the kitchen, just wait your turn.
Wait your turn.
Okay.
And that's how it was growing up. That's my upbringing. Just me and her in the room.
Same apartment?
Same. Yep.
Y'all stayed there for
A while. We stayed there for a minute. Long time. And I remember that. And the room I was staying in was really like a closet, but again, I didn't. It was like a walk-in closet. That was my room, though. But you don't know. Again, this is all hindsight. In the moment, I'm just doing my thing, playing with Hot Wheels all day long.
So mama had the master, you had the walk-in.
Closet, yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, that's just upbringing, She going to work, she dropping me off at cousins, aunties, whoever's for babysitting. And that was life for a while. And then she met my stepdad, and we did our thing, or she did her thing, and we stayed with him for a while because he had a.
So y'all are moving at this point. Are y'all still in Brooklyn?
Yeah, all of this. I was born and raised, never left Brooklyn, never left my little area.
Okay.
I didn't even know.
So he lived in the same apartments?
No, same area though.
Okay.
Same area. I don't know the exact street. I don't remember streets and stuff like that, but I remember. Yeah, fast forward a little bit. Again, going through life, up and downs. I'm a kid, so I'm not understanding trials and tribulations. I don't think I was in school at that point. I remember pretty early. So we moved in with him in the same situation. It was a townhome, and we stayed in the basement. I remember that. Now that I'm thinking about it, it was a basement underneath that was finished for another like apartment setup, but it was just a little basement crawl space area. We stayed in there for a while. She was pregnant. She asked me what I wanted to name my brother.
Bro on the way.
I'm the one that named him Jaden. I don't know where I got that from. And I also didn't know how to spell it, so that's why his name is spelled Jaden. It's with no Y or I or anything to actually make it Jaden.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I spelled it and everything. I didn't know how to spell Jaden, so I just wanted to name him Jaden. I wanted to name him a J name,
Because of you.
and yeah, because of me. And my name is 2 syllables, and I just thought of something. I was like Jaden instead of Jamil, Jaden, you know.
Okay.
And he was like, okay, spell out like J-A, Den,
Mama
D-E-N.
completely gave up on the name. You got it, baby?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's legit.
And
That's
then,
so I named my
okay,
brother.
cool. Got it.
That's how my brother got J-A-D-E-N because I didn't know how to spell Jaden when I was small.
Got it.
And she rolled with it.
There it is. Easy as that. She had too much other stuff to worry about.
Yeah. Oh, that's how you gonna spell Jaden? Okay, whatever. So that's that. Fast forwarding. Let me see if there's anything else that'll mold my childhood.
So let's go to starting to kind of grasp concepts at this point. Let's go to like 8, 9, and further along. Do you remember where you are in this like last days of elementary school? Where are we at now? Jaden is born now. Okay. Yeah. So
I don't know. I remember being like really, yeah, really close.
we need more specifics, Kevin. I'm trying to get the specifics out of him. He's just like,
Well, so what are you looking out of?
we're trying to paint a picture. Like,
Of
give me
my
some
upbringing?
details. You know,
Like you want to just know how life was like,
you know, just
because I could.
I'm trying to
'cause as
find
I'm
the
thinking,
fruit in it, if you will, the fruit in it. Like,
I mean,
what
you know,
because I know you share the same mindset as me as get up and go get it. So that had to come from somewhere. Now I know you watched your mom.
well, yeah. If
So
you want to base it off of, in hindsight, me thinking back to, because I do use my mom as a lot. Like, damn, I don't feel like doing this, that, but she did it by herself, right? So, like I said, she came. She got dropped off at 18. You know, in New York, found the random McDonald's and started working. There was times where she still had to go to work, and it's New York, it's snowing, and we're in the basement. There's a basement. I remember one thing that was crazy. With the basement, it was like down below the townhouse.
yeah, so I
Okay.
remember from Chicago, you had to go. Everything was regularly grounded out,
Exactly.
and then you had
It
to
was-
go down
yeah,
the
go down,
steps
exactly.
into
Right.
the basement.
Right, into the basement door. And New York snows, and it snows a lot. There was one
Shut
winter.
down.
Yeah, there was one winter I remember. It was as tall as me, the snow. We opened the door, it was a wall of snow. We were like, dang, how we gonna get to work? You know? And it's just, we just start swimming through it.
That's not
Bro, getting the shovel, just throwing it and just moving. I remember that. It's like the more I think about these are things I
because ain't
haven't.
nothing shut down.
Yeah,
Everything was
it's
still
motion. I
going.
mean, people walk to work. You got to keep it going. You know, it was 6 feet for us because we was underground basically. You know, so it was like a few feet above ground. And these are just things I just haven't thought about in literal years. But as I'm thinking about it, the more memories are popping up of
Oh
what
yeah,
was
still going to
down.
school and that. That'll give you some get up and go get it right there. For
But
sure.
the main thing, I guess with her being an immigrant and her actually being scared, because this is back in the 90s, early 2000s. This is back where all of the notorious cities got their notoriety from. Like, you know, this is back when Atlanta was dangerous. You know, Cali had the big gangs, and you know, NWA. You know, this is back in that Biggie was still alive. You know, so it was actually really like that out in the streets. You know, and she knew it. And that's one thing that I can say that I wasn't out. I didn't have to walk around because she tried her hardest to keep me from the streets. Her absolute hardest, because you know the other kids was walking to school, and then you could see their development has already started. You know, just because they probably already have seen something. They them took the subway, you know, and they've seen something on the subway because it was worse back then than it is now. You know, and being sheltered did help me be who I am right now. Because I guess if I wasn't sheltered, um, I would have been. It would have been different, you know.
For sure. Had the
I,
wrong influences.
yeah, I missed out on having the accent. You know, I missed out on that because I didn't hang out with anybody else but my family. So I missed that part. But other than that, I think I have no regrets in how she raised me. I think she did a real good job on that. So, but it's mainly just seeing her because stepdad came late into the picture, right? So she was mainly and I guess a big thing that will shape what I am right now is that I didn't know dads were a thing until I was grown, it was because from my first memory it was just me and my mom, and I never even seen father. I didn't know nothing about him until one day she was like, "Hey, so you want to go see your dad?" I said, "Huh? What is that?" And
You
then
mean there needs to be a positive and a negative?
yeah, I didn't. I was like, "Oh, there's more." Okay, and I remember meeting him for the first time. Now, in hindsight, he was not around, because they didn't get along, but he was there to a point of, visiting me and stuff. I just didn't remember, and I didn't put the dots together because I never seen them together ever in life till now. I've never seen them. I don't think. I think the first time I seen them in the same room together, I think I was like maybe like 16 or something, or 17, like seen them in the same area together. Like I'd never seen them together ever. So, and since then it's been only like 2 times max like that I've seen them in the same room together. So, it just like not having that, but then sitting down and having them, it was just that disconnect. I've always had that little disconnect there, but as he got older and he I don't know what the word is, where own up or attest or confess to me everything that he was a F up, you know what I mean? I was like, okay, cool, I get it, it's whatever. And then from there, he's like casually dropping bombs on me. So you want to meet your other sibling? I was like, oh, okay. There's more.
There's more.
Because I grew up an only child with all that in mind. So he was like, you want to meet your little sisters? I was like, sure. And then met them. I'm like, oh, y'all look just like me. I must actually be my sister. And then maybe like a year or so go by. He's like, you want to meet your older brother? Okay. let's do it. Yeah, fuck it. Off F it, And then you got another older sister too, right? I'm like, well, thanks for telling me. Met her for the first time.
There's actually about 12 of you guys.
He dropped them on me one at a time. I remember meeting my sister, and she looked so much like me and him. I was like, bro, what is happening? And then
me in girl form.
yeah, oh my God, it was so weird. I'm like, this is disgusting. And then like a couple years passed. Yeah, so you knew about your oldest brother, right? I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? And lo and behold, he's identical to my father. So undeniable, like, yep, that's my brother, and he was like 35 at the time. I'm like, okay, this been a thing. So he probably got a couple more out there. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? But
probably a few he don't even know about.
yeah, that's how he was a hopeless romantic. That's how that happened. So he had about 5 baby mamas and
hopeless romantic, Rolling Stone.
wrote the same,
Yeah, let's just mix it together, man.
Yeah. A hopeless Rolling Stone.
Hopeless Rolling Stone. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, he got that dog in him, man. So.
Because, but I do want to speak on that a little bit because, of course, I know that about you. I knew you for years before I even knew, like, you knew your dad. And I was, I don't remember what we was talking about, but, yeah, blah, 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 dad, sorry, you can't relate. You're like, wait, no, I know my dad. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, okay, you could, all right.
Yeah, like I came to know him, and, I think him like sitting there like, look, it's bad. Just don't be like me, bro. I know it's bad. Like, bro, just know I do care about it. And then we had talks, a bunch of talks. So it's like, dang.
So that's really good.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, and he owned up to whatever he got going on. He was like, yeah, it was pretty bad. He was an alcoholic, still kind of is, but as a part of it, you know. So that's how that went down, and I never seen them together. So that kind of opened it up. Like, dang, that's crazy. Everybody else got
Right. He must have quite the opener, for sure. Though.
No, he was like that back in the day. I seen some old pictures.
Oh,
no homo.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish I looked like him.
Did you just say no homo for your father?
He was like that, bro. Because he was light skinned, bro. I came down here and I got dark. I used to be light skinned. I used to look like Brittany. Yeah.
No, I think I do remember seeing a baby picture, and I was like, who is this?
I used to be light skinned.
And
for
Del
sure.
was like, that's Jamil. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I used to be light skinned. He's still lighter than me now, but he got a little bit darker since he moved. He went to Florida, so he got a little bit darker. But yeah, he was light skinned. Imagine me, but light skinned. Oh my God. You know, but that's how it was, you know, and he was a little bit taller. You know, you get old, you shrink a little bit, so he was a little bit taller. He had a fro. He was like that, bro. He was like that. Okay. And that's how he got him. But he was also an alcoholic, so that didn't really work out for most of them, so.
Gotcha.
Okay. So that's that, but then another thing that formed me was just to seeing like everybody else. Like I didn't know that was a thing, and it's like, damn, I missed out on that. Like, damn, how does that work? You know, because I seen her trying things out and going through trials herself too. After that moment when I'm seeing my dad, I'm like, dang, it's crazy, you know. And I want better, you know. So she definitely wanted better. So when she found my stepdad, she was like, you know what, this is it, because they were childhood friends, so they just relinked and it worked out, whatever, for the moment. You know, that didn't work long term, but it took, 15, 20 years before it kind of, yeah, so, but, well, go ahead.
So did he really like apply himself in terms of you?
Well,
more so,
I didn't
was he
really
just kind of there.
He was just, for me, in my head.
Because Jaden was his real son, right?
So
okay.
I was just there. I couldn't see, because especially that I knew that I had a dad, and I didn't know it was a thing at first. I kind of like cherished that. So I never thought of
him in that way.
Yeah, in that light. I knew I had a dad at that point, and it was always a little bit of a.
Do you ever feel like there was space there where he would like take time out of his day to like talk to you about certain things to help you?
No,
not really.
I didn't. Nor did I think I allowed that to. Kind of was like a little bit, off, because I already knew at that point. Like I was woke to the fact that this is not my dad. So
so you were the bad kid to him.
I wasn't bad, but I always had in my back of my mind, and that carried my actions.
Like who
I wasn't.
You for me to listen to you?
No, I listened, but it never got to a point where I needed to, like, where it just never got there, because it's a two-way street. He can't force us. He knows he's not, but you can't force yourself, onto a kid.
I'm not gonna say force, but I did have father figures or mentors that like made it a point to.
Yeah, he didn't make it a point, I don't think.
Yeah, to like
not that I
share
remember.
Like. There's a lot of different things that I didn't learn from my mom, where my dad wasn't really around either.
It wasn't
like learning how to drive. Like my mom was terrified of that. She was not going to do it.
I kind of taught myself how to drive.
Okay, yeah. Just,
I'm so serious.
Tell the jail story. There it is.
I kind of taught myself. Like GTA helped a lot, GTA 4. I'm so you think I'm joking, but I'm so serious. Because GTA 4, if you drive regular and you have like a destination, you hold the controller just slightly, the car goes slightly faster. same concept. I just had to translate that to my feet. And if you have a destination, GTA 4, the blinkers actually work on GTA 4. So if you're driving, and the police were such a-holes, they'll just pull you over for no reason. They'll pull you over for speeding on GTA 4. You know, or if you're doing something crazy or just acting weird, they'll start harassing you on GTA 4. So I learned all the basics from GTA 4, and then in my heyday of uh, online dating, okay, I met, you know, this was around, 16, 17-ish. I think that's when I got my license, like 17-ish. Around that time, you know, I connected with some females that had their stuff a little bit more together than me and had a whip. Yeah, so I was like, hey, you wanna ride around in the parking lot real quick? So, so I learned from like strangers, like physically. The first time I like drove a car was some random chick that I was like, yeah,
From online, she
yeah.
actually let you
Well, I was,
drive.
you know, I had enough pull to pull that.
You use some Rico Suave
Yeah,
from a stranger that you just supposed to hit and quit to say, hey, before you go or before we get started, let's just go around the parking lot
yeah.
in the
It
whip
was
real
the
quick.
Burlington
This
Coat
is nice.
Factory. That's how I learned how to drive. Yep, the old Burlington Coat Factory is where I drove a car.
From this random female.
Yep, yep, yep.
And
And
that's
I didn't even take it there because that's all I wanted. Because she had a RX, she had a nice sports car. So you know what? TMI. Let me not even keep going. But she asked like, why didn't you even? I was like, oh well, I thought we was chilling. I just wanted to drive the car. I thought we. That's what I think. That's literally. I thought we was chilling, and she was like, "Oh, okay." And I just haven't heard from her since. But I had that road experience, and then we had a hand me down, like legitimately on everything I love. You know, it's my witness. The first time I took the road was after I got my permit. Like I took the road test and I did computer test, and then they took us out to the road. That was the first time I ever like was on the road.
the road,
Ever.
not no parking lot.
Yeah, ever. Yeah, and I passed. So
Because everyone passes in Georgia.
yeah, and then it started raining, and then I drove myself home in the rain, and yeah, it was bad, but it was real bad. No, literally, it was real bad. So, yeah, I didn't have nobody to teach that. I just figured that out myself. A lot of things I figured out myself because moms can only teach so much, you know, especially, yeah, what they teach what they know, you know,
Or what they can.
from their perspective too as well, because you know, yeah, so
Yeah, because yeah, that's not how it went for me. We
yeah,
had perfectly good car. We had time.
nope.
We could do it.
I kind of was just thrown into there and I passed.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. But I more so was like, all right, mom, can we go out today? No.
Nope.
Can we go out today? No. Okay.
Nope.
What about now? No. Okay. Now? No. Okay. So
Yeah.
eventually, you just
That
you
was
know,
now after I got my license. That's how I was, but before, it was just all me trying to figure it out so I could pass this test.
yeah. So I literally stopped asking, but responsibility kept coming.
Exactly.
And that's where the bike story comes in.
Yeah.
But I want you to finish. But why I really asked kind of what helped shape you come up the way that you did is because that literally are stories from how we figured out driving is the part that I really do the part of you that does inspire me, because literally I never have really seen you with a father figure or a mentor outside of your agent. Maybe like that's probably the only person I've seen like somewhat consistently talk to you about what to do, how to be, kind of thing.
I've had a couple mentors
And
that I hold dear.
outside of that, you really like literally just like that story. Have whatever you wanted to do, you have found a way, whether it was from your phone or from some random chick that was trying to hit, and you just want to drive her car.
That's literally how it happened.
But you have figured things out, even all the way down to right now with different processes. I have put on a lot of people to what we do now, and it has been a lot of trial and error with people that I thought were well more qualified than I was. But you are the only one that has stayed firm into figuring things out through all different changes, training, everything that we have had to do. So even outside of just that, with your own endeavors, I can definitely say that I can appreciate how you go about things, because it's helped teach me how to go about things. Because honestly, without kind of seeing your mindset to it, literally, like not even joking, Kevin, Jamil will become a nuclear physicist by Googling it enough. I'm not joking. That's really how he is. So, like, being around that and kind of absorbing the positive energy, I can legit say you helped to bring the best out of me. And that's something that made me just start this the way that it is, technical difficulties and all. I literally, we made I had a clip made when I start to post on the other pages of how terrible one of our first episodes started, and
Just figuring it out.
it's just figuring it out. But that's why I did want to bring that up. But I know probably pretty deep into it now, so I will leave the bike episode for another week. But I did want to make it a point for how Jamil developed, because I mean, just with the circumstances that he had, there's plenty of people that could have just blamed anything and everything. I wanted to dislike his dad. There was a time when we were living together that dad needed a place to stay. So dad needed a place to stay, and he had came. And I was like, yeah, no, it's cool. You know, he can have my room. I got, I'm cool. And I'm thinking dad was gonna kind of take the time from there to like, all right, let's figure some stuff out. And I'm gonna be real. I'm sorry. This is what it is. But dad was pretty much just asking for hookers and blow. And a little bit of weed,
Because that's what he used to.
And this man's 70-something years old. Why, bro?
That's what it was, man. Because he found that from my brother, but then, I ain't gonna get too deep into that. But that's,
And I don't mean to out him like that, but I need for people to understand that I was upset about that, because Jamil has never expressed any anger towards his dad. Like, I feel like whatever they did talk about towards the beginning really gave him some decent healing, unless he doesn't talk about it enough. But I couldn't be mad at his dad because Jamil wasn't mad at his dad. And I guess maybe it's because it's from what he's used to. But my initial thoughts and emotions towards it was like, bro, like, you really gonna come down here to, I don't know, like,
Yeah, I can understand from the outside, but
it,
me knowing him, me knowing that he was just, he thought it was something else. You know, he thought it was gonna be like a bachelor situation, which I wasn't even in that frame of mind. I think this was after
we was trying to get stuff back
this
together.
is this was after my epidemic, so
Yeah.
it was like, yeah. I mean, if you would have caught me maybe 3 years ago, 3 years ago, maybe I would have, you know. But it was on, and my siblings do and partake in some of that other stuff, and I just never did that side too either. So it was just 2 days. It was just crossed off. He was like, dang. Well, I'm bored now. I'm like, hey, I'm not here for your entertainment.
That's what I'm saying. Instead of us like being father and son, he pretty much just found a way to go and live back up north because living with you was boring.
Yeah, basically.
I don't know. I don't want to put anything bad in you about that, but for me as your friend, I mean, full frank honest, I was upset about him pretty much just using you. But I love the attitude and mindset that you kept through it because you never let it affect you doing what you needed to do. And I guess, maybe it just came from you being used to how he is. But yeah, Broxy, we definitely. I did. I mean, I say all that to say, I can really appreciate the way that you kind of took it because as mad as I did want to be, I really couldn't be because you didn't really talk about it. Like, it was clear what was going on, but you still didn't really talk about him in a bad light or say anything wrong. You never really harped on it, You didn't hype me up about it to really just, so I was like, okay, I mean, if he's healed, then I can just, I can leave it out too. Well, I mean, yeah. So, I'm not sure. I want to kind of transition into something for next week. With where we're at now, we'll probably, because where we leave off, probably around maybe, where were you? 12-ish?
Yeah, I mean,
we'll kind of leave off right there since we're about an hour in. But we're gonna definitely get back to. Okay, we'll definitely get back to kind of figuring out the rest of that story. But
basically, immigrant parent, trying to figure out her life, got pregnant. I'm here, sheltered, but still struggling, not knowing we were struggling. So my childhood, I thought, was pretty good. But I'm sure,
and it is good. Like,
well, for what it could have been, it is pretty good. Because again, I think it's because I was sheltered, not because of anything else. We didn't have no money, we didn't have no space, we didn't have no motion, but I was sheltered. I didn't get exposed to the elements of New York because it was really like that.
Say what you want about being poor, but literally all you have is love if you got some good parents.
And that's all it was.
And that's
love and Hot Wheels that got me through it.
Love and Hot Wheels. That's why we was at a car show this morning.
And then from there, moved in misspelled my brother's name, and that's around the time we was getting ready to come down here.
Okay, so we'll leave
But
Georgia for next week then. So
Yeah.
that's the kind of the end of New York right there. But again, I will talk about the bike. I want to structure that a little bit better because I feel like it's kind of hard to put together for a complete episode. But I will. We'll figure it out since it's something that my mom and sister really want me to talk about. But I definitely wanted to get a little bit of Jamil appreciation going because, you have those moments where you hear about your friends and, it's just going through in your mind when you hear something like, dang, I don't know what I would have did if I was
Yeah.
Like, you kind of just think about that, even though you're just bobbing your head to when I first hear your story, and I'm just like, oh yeah,
And it's been things that I haven't thought about in years. So
appreciate that, cool. Yeah, no, that's the craziest part.
I haven't thought about. As I was speaking, the more visions was coming to my
Yeah,
head. I was like, oh,
yeah.
yeah, that did happen. Oh, that's crazy.
And that kind of happened to me when we were kind of trying to tell our story with the eviction. And I
so
didn't realize
I could have been here talking all day.
Yeah.
just about but
a
I
lot
try to
comes
keep
back
it.
to you.
Yeah, I try to keep it simple so we don't be here all day.
Yeah, but we will talk about it though. I want them to know because there's some good lessons to be learned, to be related to understand that there is a way to continue to keep pushing all the way. So I still want to talk about it, and we will talk about it. So don't be trying to duck off on us for part 2. Oh, I gotta go to California. No, we gonna figure this out. But outside of that, if y'all can, with the last little bit of time that we do have, I do, and even if y'all want to hit me up personally or through the whispers, I wanted to kind of grasp like what y'all thought about the best way to grow from our next giveaway, because we're approaching that next giveaway. Episode 10, I think, would be next week. I think we should do a little episode 10 giveaway. I'm feeling that. So, if y'all want to hit in chat or hit me up personally, what y'all think, the way we should kind of run that, I would definitely be open to it. Definitely try to see if we can find a way to get the word out there. I'm going to try to probably post some clips to be shared this upcoming week. So then people can more so know what's going on. We can get,
we'll figure it out. I'll drop some knowledge on you, bro. We'll figure it out.
Yep. So I think I'm gonna drop a clip and probably put some decent details in the caption, on all of our platforms, and just kind of push it out to see, what kind of response we can get for next week. And, from there, I definitely, again, the biggest reason for this podcast is to help people. So if we can use that to bless more than, just the immediate friends, family, and stream family, I feel like that would go far. So, yes, you can. No, Steve, actually, that's super real. Yes, you can be mad at someone you don't need. Because that's what I felt like. That's how I kind of viewed it before my dad had came back into my life. Like, why? Because like you said, you see the different examples. You see the people that do have it. Like, why I can't have that? That's how. As a kid, I feel like there's a lot of kids that think like that.
I never thought like that because I didn't. I didn't care. I just wanted to play with my cars.
I think that just speaks to how good our moms were, though.
Yeah,
You know,
I never thought
you know,
about it.
didn't feel like
I was
you
like,
even
oh,
needed it.
yeah, I didn't. I mean, I mean, you know, I can't think like it. Just that's just what was. That's reality, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been like that since I was a kid. It just how it just that's what it is, you
Mm-hmm.
know. Yeah, I just never questioned it.
No.
A lot of things I never questioned. You know, I just even me being a premature baby, I didn't even know. I just thought I had a random scar on my stomach. I thought everybody had a scar on their stomach. I just never even asked. I overheard one conversation when she was talking upstairs, and I was walking to my room, and she was like, "Yeah, cause you know, when he was premature, they had to cut the baby." Oh, that's what that is.
Bro, I
And
feel like we figure out so much stuff from ear hustling
yeah, I was just
from our
walking to my
parents
room,
randomly.
and she was like, "Yeah, that's why I had to take that surgery and stuff." Like she wasn't even talking about me.
She wasn't
She
talking
was
to
just
you.
she wasn't talking to me or really about me, but she was talking about something that she had going on with her stomach. But it was happening because she had to cut me out. That little part. I heard it. I was like, "Oh, well, that's what the scar is." Because I didn't have a stomach when I was born. So, yeah.
Well,
Yep.
here you are,
It gets
blessed and highly
juicy.
favored.
Yeah. So, I guess that's just how it was. Just growing up, I just didn't care to question it. It just, I figured that's just a life. Just roll with the punches, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
man. So,
definitely want to show some love for everybody and everything next week. So we will figure that out. I'm gonna brainstorm a little bit. Try to see if I can post out a little bit. And I will see all y'all back here next week for sure. Whoever don't know or don't see the post, you know, I don't know. Maybe that blessing ain't for you. I don't know. But, you know, we're going to try to get the word out there, see what's going on. But, you know, I know I'm going to pray over it for sure. And whoever it goes to, hopefully they can definitely get some good things done. See y'all later, Lissa. Weezy out, Bazz out.